I can't go to the outside. See here, hold strong. I can't get that there. So this is the training that you need to feel. Come to the inside, forward, across the belly. He doesn't want this. We're getting so much good training here. So now he's on the inside. I go to the outside. I put the blade on him and I push. If we just talk about that quick here is when he's grabbing this arm, a lot of students is they'll come up to here and they'll try and push something on here and they'll just resist it, okay? If I get my real knife out and he grabs and I go to put my knife on him, see, like right away, he's like, I don't want to deal with that, right? And that's the thing, right? So like when you're here, like just train to be soft. Train the idea that you're gonna get cut. Collapse the arm on purpose so that you can actually get a better grab of it again and try and get that before. It becomes a super fun fight then, and you get to play with your partner. We're just gonna get to the base of one of my favorite drills, okay? And while we're drilling this, we're gonna go through it nice and slow so you guys can train it at home, have some fun, play some knives, okay? But we're just gonna take it nice and chill so we can pick up all of the little things that are happening, okay? When we're training, we're gonna train with what's called hidden repetitions. We're gonna do a couple reps of the first movement, and then we're gonna go into the second movement, 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 3, etc., etc., etc. Play along. So we both have knives out. We know we're in it. Do we choose to attack first? Do we choose to defend first? What I've found over the years of knife sparring and knife playing is if I tend to thrust first or go first and they're on point is usually when I get cut. So once I stopped initiating the attack like I normally would with hand versus hand, is now it's okay, I'm gonna actually let them come to me. So the very first thing is if he goes to cut an angle 1 at me, I gotta make sure I am actually gonna get cut, okay? Do not play this game, go again, right, of that. Like, just don't play it, right? If you're gonna get real with it, have your partner attack you, okay? So the first thing he comes, I wanna make sure I'm drawing away, okay? Step number 1. What I'm gonna be doing, okay, is using a Filipino martial art concept of angle 1 versus angle 1, okay? Slow-mo, that comes in, I'm moving back, I'm trying to counter. Angle 1, right? We're creating that cross. I'm putting my knife here and my other hand is paring it to the side and gunting away, okay? Gunting means to scissor, okay? So I'm scissoring this motion. It's gonna take a while for you to get good at that. What you might notice, nice slow please, is as it comes, you might be so solid on this that you're actually thinking about pushing it away, okay? Now it's a blade. Blades can do 2 things. If the angle is good and it's strong enough, it can make the person want to move their arm back. 2, if you misjudge the angle, it can slice all the way through. I'm more along the camp of let's let it slice through and do some damage as they're trying to cut me. So let's bring in the gunting in step 1. He comes and I'm cutting, okay? From here, notice where my hands are, okay? When he comes with an angle 2 now, I'm gonna get cut, okay? So notice here what I've done is I've taken 1 step back and I've held my ground. Very important with your footwork, if you watch my feet, is I'm dropping back, launching this, touching this, finding my stance from my boxing. But what I'm really trying to do is I gotta know I can hold my ground strong there. If I don't know that, then I might have to move again. I don't know. Your environment will dictate if you can move. So he comes, I gut, boom. Now I bring up my block. If you guys remember from of the other drills, this is the same with empty hand as it is with a knife, but I'm gonna put a knife here. I'm keeping my blade towards me. You can make a fist as well, you don't have to go fingers, okay? I'm keeping this here, but I'm keeping my arteries towards me so that all this is nice and strong. I'm gonna clear this motion down, and I'm always a big fan of pointy end always points at them. So as I clear this, my elastic potential energy clears, and I go to thrust. It's very natural for somebody to want to block that. So again, let's talk about it. Step 1, gunting. Step 2, hold your ground block. He's gonna have some power on this coming through, and that's where I'm gonna redirect that power to come forward. Don't push this arm too far. If I push it too far, he's gonna come back in with another 1 and I'm cut. So I need to put something on him the second I can. So here it comes in, he's gonna grab, okay? The grab right now, I want you to think that you don't have a knife and you're just gonna exit out of it. Remember, body, turn, rotate, okay? With the knife, the reason why I like it is it gets me away from his knife. So I'm going to step to the side. Now don't like Naruto ninja this, where you're like, whoosh, like all the way through. Like, it's fun drill for sure, right? But train some realism that you're slicing, and the second you feel the slice done, you're immediately trying to thrust and come back in. But really, where should my eyes be if you watched all the other videos, is where that attack could be coming. So that's where I'm here, is I'm cutting, I'm feeling, then I see something come, boom, I go and block. Let's talk about that again, nice and slow. 1, 2, clear, he grabs. 3, counter the 3, turn, cut, he fires, block. Again, if I didn't have my blade, it's the same concept of getting my wrap. So I'm here, I'm wrapping in, and this part here, it sounds gruesome, it is, fillet up the arm, okay? Now with that being said, if they have like strong material like this, the fillet may not be necessary, right? But if they're just bicep and just skin, it's gonna do some damage. What we're trying to do is make sure that this is always tight, okay? As I fire here, his natural response, especially if I'm filleting, is to stop that block. This is where Eric now gets involved in the drill. At any point in the drill, if I feel my arm drop like this, Eric should be cutting into the brachial artery and away. So it's very important that we keep this training. This is locked in. Let's tune into the rest of the body. So now when I go to feed here, he's stopping it from cutting his neck. He wants to get it away from his body, so he tends to push to the outside. That should look just like our step 3, but now let's counter it in a good way. When he's pushing to the outside, that tells my knife to come to the inside. When it comes to the inside, I want to attack the elbow joint first. And if you're weaker than them, you may have to take a step in, okay? If you're stronger or you have better timing, cut in. The reason why I want to attack the arm is I want to attack the shoulder, more in particular the rear deltoid, because it's weak. So as I'm coming in, that kind of becomes the bait, so I can cut across the body. Now his arm naturally wants to get that knife out of him. Now because he's on the inside, I go to the outside. When I go to the outside, I put the blade on the arm and I push in. Let's repeat that again. He grabs, under, perfect. He pushes away. I can't go to the outside. See here, hold strong. I can't get that there. So this is the training that you need to feel. Come to the inside, forward, across the belly. He doesn't want this. We're getting so much good training here. So now he's on the inside. I go to the outside. I put the blade on him and I push. If we just talk about that quick here, is when he's grabbing this arm, a lot of students is they'll come up to here and they'll try and push something on here and they'll just resist it. Okay, if I get my real knife out and he grabs and I go to put my knife on him, see, like right away, he's like, I don't want to deal with that, right? And that's the thing, right? So like when you're here, like just train to be soft. Train the idea that you're gonna get cut. Collapse the arm on purpose so that you can actually get a better grab of it again and try and get that before. It becomes a super fun fight then, and you get to play with your partner. But again, the concept, he's pushing to the outside, I come to the inside, I cut. He pushes to the inside, I come to the outside. Eventually though, we want to end the drill. And how do I end it in my self-defense way? Is I bring my hand up and I push away. So when I bring that here, I'm coming in, under. Make sure you're using your back to step up strong, okay? So when he's grabbing on that, I'm right leg is forward. I'm shooting underneath. When I come under, I'm gonna step up, and that's what's gonna break that grip. Now, I stab, 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 and out. So if we look at the drill, I don't get cut once, like a deep laceration. So from the top, slow-mo, I counter with my gunting. He comes in with an angle 2. I block because my stance is strong, I can hold the ground. He's cut for the second time. I clear this motion, trying to get a thrust into the belly. He counters it. This is just the drill portion. I rotate out, he gets cut again, I block, I fillet, he's cut again. He comes to here, he pushes it to the outside. I go to the inside, he gets cut. He's on the inside, I go to the outside, he's cut. He pushes the outside, I choose to disengage. I come in, under, thrust, stab, stab, stab. I don't get cut at all. That's a pretty damn good drill. But let's look at how you can take the drill a little further. He goes 1, 2, this comes in here. Now look, he has a grab. This is exactly where we were before, but did you guys see what my left hand did? It was pretty sneaky. When we're here at step 2, I cleared the hand down, and now I'm also training my sensitivity to grab that. So from here, I can dip under, or my hand can come, I can press into here, he can press it across, I can come back this way, I can move back this way. Like, there's so much in that drill. But if you're just playing along with your partner, it gives you a chance to kind of feel, hey, I have a knife, you have a knife, let's play a little bit, let's warm up. There's so many concepts in that video, okay? Train them all. Train it slow, then train it fast, then train it slow again, and see what you're learning as time goes on. Have fun with that one.